This totally counts. True story, I could not find my hairbrush this morning, and instead of looking more, I decided not to brush my hair. So you're gonna have to deal with this look again today. I'm beautiful. Christina Aguilera told me, I have a happy story today. I swear to God, I'm not drunk. I just sound stupid. And I'm totally okay with it. Here we go. Here's the story. It involves Starbucks. And if you don't like Starbucks, then just listen anyways. Just take out a beanbag chair, sit down, grab some lemonade, and pay attention. I used to work at a Starbucks drive-thru in Lake Forest, and it was probably one of the best jobs I've ever had because I don't know. It was fun, and I worked with a lot of cool people, and we had headsets, so we looked like, you know, like Bill Nye the Science Guy gadget edition. At the drive-thru, I sometimes had to work the actual drive-thru window. So what I would have to do is I had a headset on, someone would come to the window and they would order and you would speak to them, and then they would come up to the window and you would be really nice to them, and then, you know, give them their drink and blah 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 blah, and then you would say goodbye and they would leave. About 2 months into the job, I was once working with like 2 people at the time. It was early afternoon. Usually we didn't get that many customers at that time. And this lady pulls up to the drive-thru window, and you could definitely see the customers, just so you know, because there's like a camera. And this lady was just smiling and laughing, and she wasn't even listening to music. Or on the phone. She was just like staring at the menu and just like rocking out. I mean, I was not against it. And I say, hello, welcome to Starbucks. Can I get you a frappadappadappuccino? I really said that. And she starts laughing much more than it is funny. Like, she laughs for like a minute. Probably more. But like I said, I'm okay with that kind of thing. I loved the happy people that went to Starbucks, but I'd never seen this lady before. And I wasn't sure if she was like a regular or whatever. So she orders a iced venti caramel macchiato upside down with extra caramel, blah 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 blah. You know, that drink. She drives up to the window and I give her her total. She gives me money. She puts like $10 in the tip jar and looks at me and is just like, you are so pretty. I am beyond flattered because this is like a soccer mom from The Real Housewives. So she's pretty. That makes sense. Oh, I'm just gonna stop there with that. Casey's not a weirdo. I don't know if I can do this part. Come on. I give this lady her drink and, you know, say goodbye, close the window, you know, get back on to work. And then she knocks on the window and she says, can you hold out your hand? And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, no, your left hand. So there I am, like, holding out my left hand, really confused. I thought she was gonna like shake it or something out of gratitude, but she had made a like fake little ring with like a little bow out of the straw wrapper, and she puts it on like my ring finger, and she looks me in the eye so intensely that I wasn't sure if it was a joke. And she said, you are my barista now. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to laugh, so I smiled and thank you. And then she asked me for my name, and you know, if I usually worked at that time, and I was like, oh, my name's Casey. Yeah, I usually work this shift. You know, I work here sometimes. And then she drove away. Just like that. I was a little bit confused because I had no idea what had happened at that moment. But it was cool. I didn't care. I did care. I thought it was kind of odd. But then for the next few weeks, she came at that time almost every time I was working. And she ordered the same thing, and she'd always be like, ha ha ha, not a frappuccino today, Casey. Come on. And she would bring her kids and introduce them to me. She would bring her friends and introduce them to me. Her coworker and introduce them to me as, this is Casey, my barista. This happened for ages, and I had no idea who this lady was. And sometimes, like, if I had the day off, my manager would be like, Casey, like, some lady is asking for you and she wanted me to tell you hi. And the end of this story is this happened up until I transferred stores when I moved to Santa Barbara. I have to say she was my favorite customer. And this is a happy story because when you work at a Starbucks, you get a lot of cranky people. Not many people obsess over your barista-ness, and I think marry you. You guys get married at work? Huh? Didn't think so. Booyah!